Banda, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Espero que estén bastante bien, estoy bastante emocionado de estar aquí un día más con ustedes y el día de hoy estoy bastante emocionado porque es la primera vez que voy a reaccionar a una Brawl Talk. Me lo pidieron unos buenos amigos, compañeros de mi club, que si no están unidos a mi club, les recuerdo que si se unen vamos a poder tener interacción muy cercana y vamos a poder tener ideas para videos. De hecho, les tengo que mandar saluditos porque me lo pidieron el día de ayer. Saluditos para el grandioso de Mr. Blood, Uru, no sé, es un grande. Miren, aquí tengo la captura. Me puedes mandar un saludo en tu video. También me pidió saludito el bueno de Iker, me pidió saludito, que no tengo ahorita su captura, pero también el bueno de Iron Man, o sea Dylan, Iron Man 853 o Dylan. Yo les mando muchos saludos, les mando muchos abrazos, muchas bendiciones, muchos agradecimientos por todo el apoyo que me dan todos los días. Y bueno, gracias a ellos estamos haciendo este video. Ahora sí, los dejo con la reacción. Espero que les divierta o les guste o lo que sea. No les voy a poner subtítulos porque la neta quiero subirlo lo más rápido posible. Son 10:20. Perdónenme, pero más o menos digo lo que pasa. Más o menos.
I am the star!
Ojo, ¿qué es eso? Es el circo donde murieron todos.
Sir, this is your final notice.
Shadows don't leave! Just because...
Tú no me fastidies ahora, mijo. ¿Qué es eso de mí? ¿Qué es tu botella de botellas? ¿Qué? ¿Boletos para el circo? ¿Qué botellas de qué? Se ve bien.
Marvel at this magician. Be impressed by his performance and join the leaders of Sirius Band.
Just one more story, please. Oh, fine.
Pero son solo
This
las
one is
sombras.
scary.
Ojo que viene. Ay.
In this Brawl Talk, you will see Sirius, the 100th brawler,
And Naja, Finks' employee,
buffs for another 6 brawler,
A completely new trophy system.
Sense of Time, and Dragons and Fairy skins.
New game modes, improvements to buffies, and more.
So, welcome to Brawl Talk.
Oh, hey, what's up, Marcel?
Greetings, my dear companion Daniel. Look at him, so innocent and powerless. He has no idea that I want to take over Brawl Talk and make the whole world watch me.
Sirius is our 100th brawler. So we had to do something special. Not only is he ultra legendary with a unique playstyle where he can control shadows of other brawlers, he's our first ever villain.
Sirius's backstory is as mysterious as his powers. Rumors say he owned the first ever attraction in Star Park, but he was losing attention once brawling started becoming more popular than his shadow tricks.
What?
And now he's back for revenge.
Sirius' main attack fires 2 projectiles at the same time. A
Dispara
Shadow
dos,
Strike,
amigo.
which fires
What?
in a straight line, and a Star Bomb, which can be manually aimed and deals area damage. Sirius will collect a Brawler Shadow after a certain number of hits. But what are Brawler Shadows?
Sirius steals the essence of brawlers, bending their shadows to his will. His super summons up to 3 brawler shadows, which share similar characteristics to their brawler counterpart, like attacks and health. A Frank shadow will have more health than a Leon shadow, for example.
Shadows will attack enemies and by default will follow Sirius around. But here's the really cool part. Sirius can actually control the shadow. By aiming his super, he can give them orders like guarding an area or attacking certain enemies.
Is this the start of a Brawl Stars
amigo.
RTS? Sirius is also launching his
increíble.
Hypercharge, which summons stronger
Ya va a salir
versions
con
of his
mi cara,
shadow.
no.
Just
amigo,
like
¿qué
Sirius'
es eso?
chaotic nature, we are doing something different for his release event. More
Son
information on
5
that
Mortis.
closer to his release.
No mames, 5 Mortis. Aquí estoy viendo.
We're heading back to Pyramid Quest with this next brawler. Finks is getting a buddy. Or is it a
Naja.
rival?
Naja is a mythic
Naja.
damage dealer who uses her papercraft snakes to wreak havoc and poison the enemy. Originally hired by Finks to help make the puzzles in Pyramid Quest
What?
harder,
¿Qué
her
vi ahí?
good
¿Qué vi?
nature led her to help free
Como que lo
those trapped
dispara y
by
luego
Finks'
vuelves a
time warping
apuntar.
mischief
¿Qué?
instead.
With her main attack, Naja holds a jar containing
Wow,
a
amigo, ¿qué
deadly
es
snake.
este
While the
brawler?
jar is on
Nah,
fire,
nah,
snake can
wow.
be released in any direction. This is extremely useful for hitting enemies behind walls or tricky spots, as well as
Mira
giving
eso,
her
amigo,
extremely
wow.
long range. The jar deals
Qué
damage
joya,
while the
qué
snake
joya.
poisons
No,
its target.
skill
Snake poison
100%,
can also
¿no?
stack, dealing increased damage over
no.
time.
Naja's super, Danger
No
Noodle,
sé.
unleashes 3 of her paper snakes, which slither a set distance and
Se
poison
metió
any
en un
enemies in an
sarcófago
area. Her
cuando tiró la
super can
última,
also
¿no?
be aimed, which throws the 3 snakes in a jar to a target location. Naja's
Hola.
Brawler's release event is on this date.
El marzo
We're getting
20.
improvements to
Todavía falta,
buffies
¿eh?
and more buffies.
No,
First
los
up,
buffies.
we've got the new buffies for the Retropolis and Rumble Jungle
No.
trios. Crow's Instadot now deals
No.
all the remaining poison damage to the poison target and converts it into a shield. With a buffy, it refreshes the poison
Wow.
damage. Crow's Poison Dagger now throws a kunai that damages, slows, and poisons the first enemy hit. With a buffy, the kunai also bounces to a close target, causing the same
Eso es
effect.
nuevo.
Extra Toxic with a buffy now makes Crow deal more damage for each enemy poisoned. Carrion Crow with a buffy makes his poison last slightly longer. Crow's Hyper Buffy makes his main attack pierce and return to him while hypercharged.
Bibi's Vitamin Booster with the Buffy charges her home run bar and life steals when hitting a target. Bibi's Extra Sticky now throws a sticky gum at an area that slows enemies. With the Buffy, the slow effect gets stronger the longer the gum stays on the ground. Bibi's home run Buffy gives extra damage on the home run attack. And Batting Stance with the Buffy gives Bibi a shield when she hits an enemy with her super. Bibi's Hyper Buffy makes her attack faster.
Bull's T-Bone Injector now throws a projectile at the target brawler that deals damage and heals Bull on impact. With Buffy,
Nice.
it also marks the opponent for 5 seconds, gaining life steal against it. Bull
Nah, Bull
Stomper
rotísimo.
now stomps around him, slowing enemies nearby. If enemies are already slowed, it stuns instead. With Buffy,
Nah.
it also grants movement speed. Bull's Berserker with Buffy instantly charges his super if he takes down a brawler during the star power effect. As for Tough
Nah.
Guy with Buffy, if you take a brawler down during this state, Bull becomes invulnerable for a short
Inmune,
period of
nah,
time. With his Hyper
rotísimo.
Buffy, his attacks pierce enemies, but deal less damage to enemies further away.
Nita's Bear Paws with the Buffy will cause Bruce to gain more damage for a limited time. Fall Fur with the Buffy will make Bruce invulnerable for a very short time. Nita's Buffy Bear with me
rota
can
también.
now overheal herself or Bruce. And Hyper Bear with the
Ay,
Buffy
Jesus,
will give
¿cómo?
Nita boosted reload speed when summoning Bruce. With her Hyper Buffy, she fires a longer, faster, and wider attack.
Leon's Clone Projector now deals minor damage, and with the buffy,
¿Cómo?
Leon can reactivate the gadget to swap positions with his clone.
Nah,
Lollipop Drop
nah,
can now be
aquí estoy
thrown, and with the
viendo,
buffy,
aquí estoy
Leon and his
viendo.
allies get boosted movement speed in the area. Leon's Smoke Trails with the buffy deal more damage on the first attack while Leon is invisible. And Invisiheal with
Nice.
buffy makes the super last slightly longer. His Hyper Buffy makes his attacks do full damage regardless of the distance he is from the enemy.
Bo's Super
Nah.
Totem can now be thrown. With Buffy, the
Oh.
totem gains more range. As for Tripwire, Bo now fires arrows to trigger his mine, which knock back any
What?
brawler in their path. With the Buffy,
Igual
it
Bo es el
increases
que
the range
menos
of the
de
mine.
su
Bo's
trío,
Circling
pero los
Eagle
otros
with the
dos.
Buffy makes Bo no longer visible when attacking from a push. As for Snare Bear with the Buffy, it makes the placement of the mines faster. Bo's Hyper Buffy shoots
Nah.
an extra arrow, and all of them have a bigger
Hola,
explosion range.
And
flecha
as you
mana.
remember,
Todo
if any
ese
of these
trío está
brawlers had a mythic
rotísimo,
gear, it
amigo.
will be removed and its value refunded back to you. As for Buffy improvements, this new batch of Buffies will come in a new claw machine. Each claw machine will come with the first pull for free. A random Buffy will be available
El
in Mega
primero
Quests
gratis,
every
gracias a
month,
Dios.
and there'll be more ways to
Y
get
van a
coins
regalar
and
también
power
en
points
las
in our new
megamisiones.
rush events. More about this later in the video.
El prestigio.
system has no reset.
It's time to flex your prestige.
And show
Nice.
off your skill with new brawler title.
Your path to
¿Qué es esto,
prestige
amigo?
starts now! Well, actually, in the next update. There's a lot of new stuff and changes, so hang tight.
So now, from 0 to 1000 trophies, you will get Brawler cosmetic items. At 250 trophies, you will get a player icon and a spray. At 500, you will get 3 pins. At 750, you will get a 29 gem skin. And when you
Nice.
reach 1000 trophies, you will get a gold Brawler title. You will notice that some of these rewards are from records. And this means we are removing these cosmetics from records and making them more accessible for more players. So playing a new Brawler or your
Okay.
favorite ones should feel more rewarding.
Pero, a
in
ver,
general. You
si
are
yo ya
also
tengo
getting
mi
more
Internet
trophies
a
per
mil.
win, and win streaks go up to plus 10 trophies. So pushing trophies should be faster.
But hold on. We know that skillful players want to flex their skills and achievements that nobody else can reach. So let's talk prestige. Once you get to 1,000 trophies, you unlock prestige 1, and it will change the brawler icon to a cool, edgy neon one. Also, your 1,000 trophies are now saved, and you will never be able to lose them, as after prestige 1, you will start getting prestige trophies, and they will also count towards trophy road. Once you hit 1,000 prestige trophies, you get a prestige 2.
In prestige 2, you get your brawler rank change and a unique player icon. At this point, you have proven you are really good with this brawler, so this icon will be quite rare to get. And that's a cool achievement and such, but nothing like Prestige 3. For OG players, Prestige 3 would be the equivalent of the rank 35 we had years ago. There's no more win streak bonus, no underdog, and matchmaking would try to be as accurate as possible. So if you get to Prestige 3, you are probably one of the best players with that brawler, and you'll be rewarded with a new brawler title in Neon.
This is going to be a new permanent system in the game, so it might seem grindy, but remember that trophies do not reset anymore.
After prestiging one brawler, you will also get a new prestige battle card, and a cooler one if you prestige 25 different brawlers, and a shinier one after you prestige 50. You and everyone else will be able to see all the brawlers you have prestige in your brawler profile.
As for leaderboards, it will be measured by your total trophies plus total prestige trophies and your total number of prestiges. The previous prestige system will be retired and moved as a legacy stat in your player profile.
And lastly, we are also changing how matchmaking works. The trophy system will use a hidden MMR. This system is mainly based on your skill and not on your trophies. This means that the further you push, the more skillful your opponents will be. But it doesn't necessarily mean they would have the same number of trophies as you.
This new system will be coming to the game in the next update, which means the current trophy season is going to be shorter, but everyone will get an ultra trophy box as compensation for that. And if you can grind enough season trophies this season, you can get another one.
This is also the last time your trophies will be reset. The trophy season boxes will be removed from the system and now will be given at community events. And of course, there are a lot of changes around trophies, so we might be tweaking and improving the system in upcoming updates.
Gamer time!
Rush events are the new way to get more coins, power points, chaos drops, and even bonus trophies. You just have to press and hold this massive button on the game mode selection screen, and once it's activated, every match you play will reward you more. It only lasts for a certain amount of time, so be sure to activate only when you have enough time to play.
And only a suggestion, but you might want to be playing with your friends or in a team to increase your chances of winning.
Oye, eso es bueno, ¿eh?
Our yearly tradition of bringing back the Sense of Time skin. We got Sunstalker Lily,
temas menos calientitos, amigo. Lo del Sirius a mí me dejó frío. Pero ¿y el lore? ¿Dónde está el lore?
Heated Sultan Cordelius and Cool Sultan Cordelius as the other skin set option. And a reminder that you can get both skin sets with the Brawl Pass Plus.
Also in Sands of Time, we have Bodyguard BB, the swap back for a massive blade.
Oye, está chido esta temática como de Aladdin,
we have Canopic
esta no me gusta.
Dynasty Dove, the chillest ruler in the Dynasty. And lastly, Magic Lamp Larry and Lori, where Lori becomes an evil genie and Larry gets weird when you rub it.
Now, for the RPG fans out there, we have the Dragons and Fairies team. Fairy Bonnie and her other two chroma variations are one of the Brawl Pass skin sets if you want something more cute. If you want something edgier, then Dragon Reef and these other chromas might be more
inspired. We still have Fairy Mina, which gives her some nice celestial vibes. And Fairy Frank, which looks like the most majestic creature that has ever stepped on Star Park.
As for the Dragon side, Dragon Macy has her arm in the shape of a dragon and connected to her heart. And Dragon Grown has all the elements for an edgy skin. Dragon wings, edgy purple mask, and a metal armor.
On the topic of dragons, Crow is getting the next Pro Pass skin. It starts like a friendly dragon version of Crow, but then it goes all the way up to an ultimate boss dragon form. It also has two promo variations, Dragon Forge Crow and Ghost Dragon Crow.
Oh, no, otra de Ghost.
And random skin time with Royal Trunk, which is inspired by the Clash Royale lock. Vert Glow, which is the inverted version of Glowbird. Inflatable Melody, which is for April Fools, your thirsty Melodian. And Bruce Nita.
We have new game modes, modifiers, and more, starting with Loaded Showdown. Showdown boxes are now replaced with mystery boxes, and they will contain different kinds of power-ups, including
new special items that can be thrown or equipped, like bowling balls, bombs, and a bumper car. It's the first car in Brawl Stars.
We will also have new boss fights with different mechanics and special dungeon maps. We have two new game modifiers based on brawler powers. We have the Finks effects in some matches that will stop projectiles for a short time, and moving sandstorms just like Sandy.
Treasure Hunt is getting some improvements and coming back to the game, and Samurai Smash is getting a new wrapping around Sirius. Now you have to defeat Brawler Shadows in a team versus team match. Whoever defeats more shadows wins.
Also, this is coming.
Different VFX for shields. White shield when you respawn, yellow shield for damage reduction, and purple shield for when you get extra temporary health.
Pierce got a hypercharge. He fires 2 waves of projectiles with the second wave dealing 50% less damage. They also pierce brawlers. And you need a friend because Glover also has a hypercharge. Now he causes fear regardless of the direction he's facing, and it affects everyone around him. Fear targets also take more damage from all sources. Hey everyone, this is going to be my last Brawl talk.
Yeah.
No. ¿Drew se va? ¿Qué es esto? No, amigo, el CGI buenísimo. No, son juguetes.
We were Brawl brothers.
Forget about it, car.
No, amigo, ¿cómo que se va?
Fire.
Volver Paula. O sea, digo, me duele a mí que se vaya, pero es un alma por otra alma, ¿no? Decía...
Bull, you idiots!
We will always be family, even though we have our separate roads to follow. Get it? Because we're driving cars on a road. That's called a metaphor. It helps the audience understand the story in an artsy way.
I'm not leaving the Brawl Stars team, but I'm moving to a new role. I've been writing stuff for Brawl for a while now, and I'm making it my full-time job. Remember, you can never leave Star Park.
Now claim this freebie.
Move!
No, amigo, me deja frío, amigo. ¿Y el lore? Yo quiero lore. Yo quiero lore. A ver, voy a volver a ver esto porque esto me acaba de dejar anonadado. A ver otra vez.
But this one is scary.
In this Brawl Talk, you will see
mis
Sirius,
subtítulos.
the 100th Brawler.
And Naja thinks his employee
Buff is for another 6 Brawler.
A completely new trophy system.
Sands of Time and Dragons and Fairy skins.
New game modes, completely...
A ver otra
The
vez.
100th Brawler.
And Naja thinks his employee
Buff is for another 6 Brawler.
A completely new trophy system.
Sands of Time and
No,
Dragons
es que sí
and
está
Fairy
bien chida
skins.
esta
New game modes,
vaina,
improvements to Buffy,
Pero me
and
dejó frío,
more.
amigo. Yo quiero lore.
Welcome to Brawl Talk.
El nuevo
Hi,
brawler.
what's up, Marcio?
A ver, bueno, así que risas y diversión.
Sirius is our 100th Brawler. So you know,
Brawler
we
número
had to do
100.
something special. Not only is he ultra legendary with a unique
Es
play
ultra
style where he can
legendario.
control shadows of other brawlers, he's our first
A ver, pausa.
100th Brawler. So you know, we had to do something special. Not only is he ultra legendary with a unique play style where he can control shadows of other brawlers, he's our first ever villain.
Sirius's backstory
primer
is as
villano.
mysterious as his powers. Rumors say
Pero,
he owned
a ver,
the first
entonces-
ever attraction in
A
Star
ver, ya
Park,
entendí.
but he was
Ahí le
losing
sale
attention once
cuando
brawling
pega
started becoming
básicos,
more
ahí le sale
popular
una
than his shadow
cosita
tricks. And
al lado
now
como nivel de
he's back
surf.
for revenge.
Sirius main
Que me
attack
imagino yo
fires
que es
two
cuando,
projectiles
o sea, cuando
at
lo
the same
llenas o
time.
algo
A Shadow
así.
Strike, which fires in
Cuando
a straight
llega a
line,
3 me
and
imagino
a
es
Star
cuando salen
Bomb,
las
which can be
sombras, ¿no?
manually
Sí.
aimed and deals area damage. Sirius will collect a Brawler Shadow after a certain number of
No,
hits.
la tiras
But
con la
what
ulti.
are
O sea, la
Brawler
ulti sirve
Shadows?
para
Sirius
tirar las
steals the
sombras.
essence of brawlers, bending
Ya,
their
ya
shadows
estoy
to his
entendiéndolo.
will.
Uf, está bien
His
joya,
super
amigo.
summons up to 3 brawler
Pero
shadows,
y el-
which share
y el
similar
lore.
characteristics to their brawler counterpart, like attacks and health. A Frank shadow will have more health than a Leon shadow, for example.
Shadows will attack enemies and by default
¿cómo
will
haces para que
follow
salgan
Sirius
tres
around.
distintas
But here's
por
the really
a
cool
quién le
part. Sirius
pegas?
can actually control the shadow. By aiming his super, he
Porque
can
mira,
give
ahí
them
hay dos
orders like
boosts y un
guarding an
pierce.
area or attacking certain enemies.
Is
Y
this
de
the
ahí
start
no
of a
son
Brawl
iguales
Stars
todas.
RTS? Sirius is also launching with his hypercharge, which summons stronger versions of his shadows.
And just like Sirius' chaotic nature, we are doing something different for his release event. More information on that closer to his release.
¿Y cuándo sale? ¿Y cuándo sale? ¿Y cuándo sale? Amigo, me quedé frío. ¿Y el lore? No, amigo, no me gusta. Voy a comentar. Y el lore, amigo, la verdad, a ver, vamos a pensar. La verdad me acaba de encantar, fue impresionante. Grandes sensaciones, perdón que esté medio desarreglado, es que me levanté para ver esto. Qué grande, la verdad estoy muy emocionado, pero me dejó frío, amigo. ¿Y el lore dónde está? ¿El lore dónde está el lore? Nos vemos, hasta luego.